2 years ago today, my father was driving an antique tractor on his way home, and he was on Highway 71, and a person in a pickup was on their phone, doing multiple items on their phone, and they hit him and killed him instantly.
The governor told me in January that she met you and your family this past summer, and that's kind of why she talked about it in the condition statement.
At the Clay County Fair, we were volunteering at the Branding Iron, and my mom stated to the governor, we need to do something about a hands-free bill. And it caught her attention, and it was very emotional for the governor also. So they reached out to us and have been pushing and supporting ever since.
So how does it feel to have her sign the bill today?
Amazing. I don't know if there's a better way that we could. There's not a better way that we could have honored Dad today. Dad was always about giving, and if this saves one life, he would have been so proud.
What should we know about your dad?
He lit up every room.
Never met a stranger.
He met strangers. He never walked away from a stranger. Chris corrected us on that one. He was always, he'd walk into a room of people and he'd connect with someone that knew someone, and pretty soon they were old friends. He was a genius with tractors. He loved collecting his IH and Farmall tractors, and he carried past that knowledge and love of tractors on to my children, my boys, my husband continued with it, my brother, his children, my sister's children. He just always had love. He always had good advice and always had love. And we had almost 1,000 people at his visitation and funeral, and people just still to this day come up, I know your father. He was a wonderful man. Can't say enough good about him.
As a sidelight, people would call him from across the country to ask about Farmall tractors. He'd get off the phone and he'd talk for an hour. He'd get off the phone and he'd say, who's that? Oh, I don't know. We sure talk about tractors. It was just the type of person who's...
You know, it's so wonderful. When the governor called me personally last week and said that it was signed, it was passed. Correct, sorry. That it was passed. I just broke down in tears, and I called Mom immediately. So happy to just know that this is going to save someone else's life. Hopefully that these families will not have to go through this. We've met other families here today that have gone through this, and if it can save one life or the families, or even to have a little bit of justice to those people that cause these accidents, I think that's very important.